Okay, Bloody Mary is my nickname. No, I just made that up. First of all, I've always liked the idea of the urban legends movies. I've always liked the idea of urban legends. I think that urban legends are ghost stories, and I love ghost stories.
Like the guy who eats Pop Rocks and drinks soda and then his stomach explodes.
Or like that bullshit about Mindy's brother's camp counselor getting his arm stuck in a soda machine and then it falls on top of him.
That wasn't bullshit. And it was a candy machine.
Oh, and like Bloody Mary.
I read this script for the first time about 18 months ago, and I really liked it, mainly because the villain is a girl, and the villain is a ghost, and you don't know that until the end of the movie, because of the other urban legend movies, you're looking for the guy that you would least suspect is doing it, and this movie's got kind of like the double surprise at the end. So I really like that, and I really like the creepiness of the ghost of Bloody Mary. I think she appealed to my dark side. I like female villains, and there aren't enough movies with female villains for a lot of reasons. A lot of actresses don't like to play villains. They feel like it, I think, destroys their sexiness or their currency as a beauty or as a sympathetic. Women have a harder time doing unsympathetic things and staying sympathetic in mainstream movies. And I've had a lot of projects with female villains where we couldn't get an actress.
One of my goals was to do a horror film, just because there's so many little things that you get to do in a horror film that you don't get to do in any other kind of film, especially somebody like me, because in an action film, a true-to-life action film, it's rare that you get a really kick-butt part. Horror films are the only genre where, like, little girls can sometimes be the most evil thing, so it's been fun.
When I read the script, I waited to read it during the daytime, just in case I would get too scared. And then I asked myself, well, Tina, how are you gonna go fly to Utah and be in a horror flick if you're afraid to read the script?
I don't even go and watch horror movies, so this is really fun. No, they scare me too much. Like, I had major problems looking at Audra over there with the blood on her. So this will be interesting. The special effects people are awesome. I don't know where they are. They're so amazing. Everything looks really real, so I'm really disgusted right now.
Basically, she's got a bunch of tubes running up here, as you can see, and pieces of glass are going to be inserted into the appliance. There's a forehead appliance that lays over, and there's tons of gel blood in there. She's going to rip them open, and as she rips them open, all this like meat and whatever else will be under there, and hopefully it'll be really gory and lots of blood will pour down her face, and Mary Lambert will be happy.
We have the orb weaver spider, imported from Florida. Non-poisonous and non-biting. There's so many different kinds of orb weavers that they don't know them all, but hopefully they know this one correctly.
You know, part of it is kind of imagining yourself in that situation. And the other part is just, for me, just, you know, thinking of something that really gets me to that upset, angry, sad, scared place. So different life experiences that you wouldn't normally appreciate help out in this kind of situation.
It was one of those things where you get scared and you like want to go cry.
You know what? I really don't normally watch gory horror movies. Something like what I just did would totally freak me out. I liked a lot of the older, just more suspenseful movies, the Hitchcock, and you know, I was raised watching Rear Window or the original Haunting, you know, things like that weren't necessarily bloody, but really scary in their own way.
I was really excited to know that I was going to get to work with a female director, because it's, in my opinion, it's very male-dominated, the entertainment industry, from my experience anyway. So I was really excited just to see what it was going to be like, and I love Mary. I think she's so great. She's got a great personality, and she's so tiny. I mean, she's like half my size, and I'm not, you know, a huge person, and but she's tough. I mean, you'd think that she, you know, wouldn't scream and wouldn't do this and wouldn't do that, but she knows what she wants, and she's fine with taking control and telling people, you know, we have to do this or we have to do that, and I love it. It's really inspiring.
So you've got to be really careful to play, when you play to Samantha, to play directly to her and not. Mary
is great. Like, she just takes all. She listens to what you say. She she'll let you try different stuff. She'll let you take the character any way that you want to take it.
On the far right of the camera gets that yellow pillow. Camera right.
I love working with Mary. She's really nice, and I get the feeling that she just loves to direct and like help create things that don't exist in real life. You know, you get to be a lot more creative when you're making up something, because nobody knows what Bloody Mary is supposed to be like, and she's so into helping create that it's been really fun for me to work with her and creating my character.
So is this set then for that shot?
It'll be here, yeah.
Let me just have a look at it.
Okay, go ahead.
What is that? All right, so right here.
She's, you know, when she's not shooting, she tries to play around with us and joke, and you know, it's been a fun cast and crew.
Just that she's fun. It's a great set. You know, it's like a football coach. You know, the set takes on the personality of the director, and she's just, everybody's having a good time. No craziness. It's been fun.
Mary, she's great. She's a very warm, caring person. She's been very behind my performance and what I've been doing and supportive, and tells me when I'm screwing up and tells me when I'm doing a good job. So.
Oh my God, he's here. I gotta let you out. Hi, Roger.
Hi, Betsy. I hope it's okay I just showed up.
Don't worry about it. I'm like the only one here.
Maybe we start on the phone and she comes back in and picks it up.
This is my first movie. I do a lot of modeling. I've never acted before, but I'm really excited. It's been a blast. I used to work in a tanning salon, so it's really easy.
First horror movie, yes. I like it. It's not what I thought it'd be. See, horror movie, you think, oh, it's gonna be scary and dramatic on set, but no. It's been awesome. Everyone's awesome. I'm having a lot of fun. Everyone's fun. Everyone's funny. It's amazing.
I think
she thinks that the ghost of Mary Banner is killing people.
Guys, if either of you have information, real information, you better stop fooling around and tell me. This is, I think, my first horror film. I've done some sort of spooky stuff on television, but this is, as far as films go, this is my first creepy movie.
Camera! Action!
This is my first horror flick, yes. I'm kind of disappointed that I don't get to die.
Hey, Mindy. Nice.
Shut up. David! I did a low cleavage shot I've never done before, and I'm wearing the smallest shorts imaginable.
Definitely today, the pillow fight, the best part of the whole filming, I think. We're in pajamas, it's a slumber party.
This is actually the first film I've ever done, and everything about it is a new experience. It's hard to have anything to compare to anything else, but I've really enjoyed it. As much as Willie is a bad guy, I've really enjoyed playing him.
You want to go someplace?
Well, this is the first movie that I've got to do special effects makeup on, and it's been a cool experience. It takes about 3 hours to get into it, And the worst part is at the end of the night, it takes another hour to get out of it. And you just want to go to bed, but you're like trying to get glue out of your hair and stuff. So that's a new experience for me.
Because she's so cute when she's not in her scary makeup. She's like the sweetest little angel, and then she puts on like these fake contacts in the face and the hands. It's like really scary. And she hisses at you too, like that's what her character does.
Basically for Ghostly Mary, what we've done is we've just kind of sunken her a little bit, made her a little more, you know, put some veins running up her neck and around her, you know, her forehead. We airbrushed everything on. And then just sunken her eyes a little bit. I'm going to give her a little bit of a bruise right now. And we put a little bit of silicone on her head for a gash that's been split up, and that's where she gets hit for the first time. She's basically, in this stage, she's an apparition that just appears in mirrors and whatever else, like the urban legend that, of Ghostly Mary, or Bloody Mary. And, you know, we just had to kind of go through, you know, put a death flesh color on her, just for her whole skin, so it just took it down a little bit, so it wasn't quite so pinky, you know. We got rid of all the reds in her face. And that's pretty much it. They add hair extensions into her, and then we usually just throw a little black food coloring in her mouth, and you know, just to kind of make it feel a little more void on the inside.
That's really gross. Nice. It turns your pea green, just so you know. Which they didn't tell me that, and I was like, what's going on? They told me like 2 days later, and I was like, okay, that makes sense.
But once she gets the contacts in, that pretty much sells the character.
Yeah, the contacts are creepy.
Yeah, they pretty much do all of it.
The hardest part about it is just the special effects makeup is once they have my hands done, I really can't go to the bathroom unless someone helps me. So I tend to have to hold it for a long, long time. That's probably the biggest, besides the cold, that's the second biggest challenge on this movie.
My favorite location.
All right. Boys' locker room.
Yeah. This is the shower scene, guys.
Scene 32, the shower scene.
Come here, check it out.
I know it was you! All of you! I know it was all of you!
Well, let's see, I did the shower scene where I walk in and I throw a punch at Buck, which is like the captain of the football team. He's like my enemy in the movie. I hate him. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Got kind of banged up though, because I throw a punch and he like grabs me and pushes me, and like these two other football guys kind of like grab me and push me out of the room. So after about 10 takes of that, I was like, all right, it feels like I'm gonna die.
Man, you're not gonna get away with this.
Oh, I'm scared.
He gets real pushed around though at the end. He gets pretty nice gruesome death, so including the arm, the throat, and all that. Pretty nice. Oh yeah. Well, we got tubes all up here and all these tubes and whatnot. These are come on, this blood's shooting out and she snaps my arm. It's pretty cool.
Well, pretty much so far all I've done is run and scream. Like I think I've only said like 2 lines this entire time, so it's fun. It's really fun. And cry. I run, cry, scream, that kind of thing.
I like working in Utah. It's always cold up here, though. I like skiing here, too.
First time to Utah. Too cold. Definitely too cold for my liking, but I do like it. Like, I can imagine in the summer or springtime that it'd be really nice.
Yeah, I'm not a snow person at all. It's very, very, very cold up here.
Well, let me tell you something. The first 2 days we shot on this show, it was colder than any day I played football with the Vikings.
When we were in the cemetery, though, at night, oh my God. It was really bad because there was snow. It was really cold. So cold.
I'm reading the script at home, and it tells me that I'm going to be unconscious on the ground. Not a problem. Not a problem. Except when you get to Utah, it's 20 degrees, and there's snow on the ground. Was I prepared for that? No.
No one is ever going to believe us.
Another reason I like it is she's not just random evil going around trying to kill people. She wants peace and she wants rest, and she can't achieve that until her body's found and buried.
You have to promise me that you will bury her when you find her.
Harsh and vengeful, but not evil. Because besides the dog, I don't kill anyone that wasn't mean to someone else. Whether they deserve to die or not, I don't know. But I didn't deserve to die, so there you go.
I do believe that whenever something really bad happens, that it creates a negative energy that can live on in the place where it happened, and you can call it the spirit of the, you could call it a ghost, you could call it a haunting, or you could just call it negative energy. I mean, energy is something we don't fully understand. Physicists don't fully understand energy. They talk about it, they have equations about it, but they don't really fully understand it. It can't be completely qualified. I really love the spirit world. I'm actually comforted by the presence of the spirit world. It doesn't scare me. People scare me, but spirits don't.
I guess this will just be another ghost story. Something to talk about around campfires and slumber parties.
It actually made me sadder to see the dog body than any of the other bodies. I was like, oh, that's terrible.